Look, friend, that's lame. Maybe I should give you a name.
I'm getting off here. Think you should come with me.
This actually happened. I'm talking to an imaginary person. What I'm about to tell you is top secret.
Welcome to 369 Crypto, where we explore the secrets of crypto and the universe together. I'm Andre. I'm back here with you. We're doing a little crypto today. As a matter of fact, oh, hey, thank you so much for anybody that subscribed. I just hit 100 subscribers overnight when I was sleeping. If I knew that was going to happen, I'd sleep more often. But if you haven't subscribed, just on the video, hit the red button. And if you want notifications for any new videos, please click the notification bell right next to it. And if you like the video, you can like it. Hit that like button. As far as playlist goes, if you're new to HEX and you don't know what the heck HEX is, hit Crypto Start Guides. That's under playlists on the homepage for 369 Crypto. You can just hit the Crypto Start Guides. That's a good way to get into it. And then the HEX coin, Trustless Interest, a lot of videos there. And then I've got some Spanish ones over here from Despidi tu Jefe. Love his stuff. But getting right to it, in the description box of this video, you find a link to this page, gethex.io. That's my landing page for onboarding folks into HEX. And right here, you'll see the big banner that takes you to a link for transformation. But if you don't have a MetaMask yet, you can click on this download install MetaMask icon here. Well, it's just text. But if you notice down in the left-hand corner of the screen, you see the actual website that it's going to. You can do that with any of these. You should start looking at that, especially if you're new to crypto. Make sure you go into the right links because there has been some phishing scams and other things going on. So https //metamask.io. If you Google MetaMask install, download, yeah, I don't know if they've taken these ads down, but there's some ads out there that would fish you right out of your seeds. And yeah, not your keys, not your crypto, but if you give them to somebody through nefarious ways, then it's their keys too. So be careful out there. Real quick, we've downloaded and installed MetaMask. Then I want to go and do the adoption amplifier. So click on that, and I already got that tab open right here. And this is the hex.win site for transformations and staking, as well as claiming for free claim for Bitcoin. So if you had Bitcoin in a wallet that you had the private keys to, so you can do a signature function with this wallet. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you do. And if you don't, you probably didn't have the keys. So if it was on Coinbase or an exchange, for instance, on December 9th was what this snapshot was, December 9th, 2019. So if you had Bitcoin at that time in a wallet that you had the keys to, you can paste the address of that Bitcoin wallet here, and then you can see if you can claim. Here's the secret. With the link in the description, you get 10% more on your Bitcoin free claim transformations, and then as well as 10% more on your adoption amplifier over here. So I should log into my MetaMask right now. Should do that. This is just a general password function on the top of the hot wallet called MetaMask. This would be something as strong as you would use, say, for email. The seed words that I was talking about, those are part of the inner security and password functions of the MetaMask. So this password that I'm entering here is not my seed words. And it's incorrect. So let's concentrate a little bit, and we'll use the correct password. So when you do saving your passwords, just to help yourselves out, if you can do it in such a way where you keep passwords, you shouldn't. This is security advice, not financial advice. You shouldn't use the same password on all sites, because that's going to make it easier for somebody to hack you. So now that my MetaMask wallet is open, we can go to see where we were last time we were here. We were doing, let's see, what were we doing? We were entering adoption amplifier. So we entered the adoption amplifier for Ethereum. for 0.05 ETH. And if we see what the day total there, 12,964 Ethereum went in that day, and I believe that was day 182. So 2 days ago, I didn't do a video yesterday. Didn't have any Ethereum, so I couldn't really do anything. You know, no gas, can't go anywhere. So 12,964 Ethereum in the adoption amplifier for the day that we entered, yielding 39,389 hex per Ethereum for that day. Our portion of that was 2,166 hex from, based on the math, times this. So we are going to exit this. And what happens here is we're actually going to mint our tokens. So we'll do that. That will prompt a MetaMask transaction. And as we've done before, we've got gas options here, slow, average, and fast. You can also go over to advanced and you know, mess with these numbers here. But if that looks foreign to you, I would not recommend that. This is the easier way. I just crank on fast and hopefully the fees aren't too much. 55 cents to do that. When we're going through this transaction, I like to go through I call this the invoice. It's not really, it's just a summary, but XF lobby exit, 0 Ethereum going out, 55 cents or 0.002 blah, blah, blah Ethereum. And that's the total down here. If I'm okay with that, I hit confirm. That starts the blockchain process. A miner will pick that up and write the blockchain for that transaction, and that will mint our tokens. And as we see with fast and not a lot of traffic today, that transaction has gone through. And what we can do here is we can refresh this page, and that will bump everything up and show us where we're at. It takes a minute to sync with the blockchain. Well, not a minute, a couple seconds. So that exit function is done. We'll take a look at our wallet here. See that the HEX has hit our wallet. We had a balance of about 3,000 before that. So the HEX has hit our wallet. This page has yet to update, so we'll refresh this one more time. So as you can see, the blockchain sent the freshly minted HEX tokens to our wallet before the UI here, the website, could catch up. So this is the actual minted token transformation that we just exited. So that's a lot of big words. Okay, we threw some ETH in a bucket, and some people threw some ETH in a bucket, and there's this many HEX tokens in the other bucket, and we split them amongst ourselves in this little pool, this adoption amplifier AA meeting that we're in. And then at the end of the day, we mint our tokens. So our portion was 2,166. So that being said, let me check my Ethereum wallet and see what I have for $2.47. Now, I could try to enter the adoption amplifier for 0.01 Ethereum, and then the transaction fee would probably be about $1.10. So if you're dollar cost averaging like we are doing, like I am doing here with my wallet and HEX, then at that point you probably want to rethink, maybe wait until you have a bigger amount because of the proportion. It'd be like going to the ATM and pulling out 25 cents and then paying $1.50 for fees. I mean, yeah, you got your 25 cents, but then you paid for, you know. And with Ethereum going up and a bunch of crazy dApps, not HEX dApps, but a bunch of other dApps on there, it sometimes gets a little spendy for gas money. Another thing that I want to talk about today is the staking function of HEX. Is really what's really built into the actual code is what makes HEX HEX. You would think like Ethereum is programmable money or something to that effect. Well, HEX is programmed money. So what happens is when you stake your HEX, you can choose, let's choose 1111. And as you can see, the bonus is bigger pays better. You get a 10, or depending on the length and the stake. So bigger pays better and longer pays better. Since we haven't entered any days into this function here to equate it out, we can do the math if we did it for, say, 1 day. Okay, increase your stake length for bonus shares. Yeah, 1 day is kind of silly for that small amount. Okay, so the bigger pays better bonus comes in. The share rate is how many HEX or how many shares of this staking pool you get per HEX token. And that's how many, this is stakes equals effective HEX times share rate. So that's what I would get for that times that equals that. if I'm not mistaken. Stake shares equal effective. Yep. So let's say instead of 1 day, we did 111 days. Now, the longer pays better bonus kicks in for over 90 days, I believe. Or yeah, I mean, it goes sequentially up. It gets more powerful. But think about it like this. The HEX token itself is designed to mimic time deposits or certificate of deposits, as we say in the United States. So we think of your bank, you get a bonus on the rate for your CD at, say, 6 months or 90 days, maybe if you're lucky, and then 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 4 years, 5, you know, and then the bonuses go up from there. Well, how they reflect it is in APY. This is all in code. So longer pays better is going to kick out 67.14 extra numbers of HEX at the end of this stake. And the bigger pays better is going to give us not that much, honestly. But if we add another digit to the 1011 and made it 11,000, then as you see, the longer pays better, or the bigger pays better, kicks in harder or a little bit better. And as we go forward. So in review, you can use this. This is up on the stake area of the top of the page at gohex.win. And then you can go in here. It's best if you have the MetaMask hooked up. I don't think it will work because it has to it has to sync with the blockchain for all of those numbers to be effective. But what I can show you is I do have a stake that has ended. This stake was started on day 144, which is the day I created this wallet as a test function. So this is my wallet, but it's a test wallet. So day 144 started a stake for, looks like 33 days. So the ending date was 177. So it's a little bit, it's getting stale after 2 weeks. So this stake ended on day 177 when the adoption amplifier ends at 0 UTC or 6 o'clock Eastern time in the United States. What happened then is this stake is considered an ended stake, and you can get out of it and mint your tokens back plus the interest that you've earned for that stake at that time. Now you have a grace period where you've got 2 weeks, 14 days that you can claim that stake and not have any penalties. After that, it starts to clog up the system and it starts to get taxed a little bit. I believe it's 2% per week until it's all nuked. So it's best to end your stake within 2 weeks of its ending time. If you don't, you can also have another function here. Here's the end stake, which will mint my tokens and the interest from this 33-day stake, which is at 100%. Good accounting function will put it on hold. It won't mint the tokens, and it won't accrue any more interest, nor will it start to incur penalties over the 14-day after the 14-day time. So what I'm going to do, just to be simple here, is I'm going to just end the stake that we've got done so we can get the HEX back and hopefully having enough Ethereum to cover the transaction. So end stake. Okay, so what we're doing here is stake end, 0 Ethereum going out of my wallet, 0.025 gas fee, 61 cents, total 61 cents, that amount of Ethereum. We'd want to change the gas a little bit. That one will go fast again. I think I have enough. Running on fumes. Oh. Ethereum's 2.0 was supposed to come out like 2 years ago. It was slated for July, but we'll see. Hopefully that will help with the transaction speed and the gas fees on this network, because it's getting a little tired with a lot of the dApps that are going on here. So in review, we staked for 33 days. This stake started on April 23rd and ended on day 177, which is May 26th. So it's a little bit over, it's not overripe, but it's old. It's 5 days old. So we got to get it out of there. This is what we started with, 1,111 HEX, giving us this many shares of that pool. Big payday bonus, nothing. Oh, Nobody Crypto's got something going on. Gotta go check him out. Subscribe to Nobody Crypto, everybody. He's got some good stuff over there. Hey, and the transaction goes through. Now, as I was going through, that is no longer there. What happened to it? Well, X out of this. What happened is it's now an ended stake. So boom, boom, boom. We are out. Effective HEX, interest, final value 1120. So we made 9.122 HEX profit. That's our profit from that stake. Now, it's short, it's 33 days, but it's 9 HEX, 9.122. Oh, 3 twos in a row, twice. Cool. I like those repeating numbers. So I'm going to refresh the page, get everything all straightened out, and double check and see if I have enough gas. I have enough gas, and I have some HEX. What should we do now? Let's restake it. So this one was 1,111 HEX. We got 1,120 out of it. Let's restake 1,120, and let's go long and see how that helps us out. Let's go a year from today. If you click on this little icon right here, this will give you a calendar function. It'll show you when you end. And I want to show you one thing real quick. Big payday. It's the end of our launch cycle for HEX. Big payday is the 19th of November. On that day is when everybody gets this bonus right here. What is big payday? Reduces as others start new stakes, increases as others end their stakes. So it's based on anybody who's staking on that day, November 19th. Anybody who has active stakes will get this bonus here. It's quite nice, 270%, given an APY of 470%. Now, let's say we only went 36 days. No big payday, because it's less than the big payday bonus day. So if you're not staked on this day, you don't enjoy the big payday bonus. This is given out to everybody that's been part of the launch phase as a thank you for getting it out there and doing a great job. So if you're not staked on that day, you don't enjoy that. I actually recommend to people, I'm doing this myself, to stake actually one day past, because depending on your time zone, just use the calendar function. It'll link up with your time zone and you'll know for sure. So where were we? 365 days from today. So, whoops, that's too many. Max stake is 5,555 days. Minimum stake length is 1 day, okay? So we're going 1 year from today. So 1 year from today, I will get, I'm gonna take the 0 off of here. 1,120 times 365 days takes us to June 3rd of 2021. Effective HEX for longer pays better, plus 224, bigger pays better, not much. Total effective HEX. Yep. Shares, big payday bonus, that's where it gets fun. Yep. So 470% total APY, 365 days. That's 1 year. Granted, big payday bonus is only a one-time thing, November 19th, 2020, and that's it. After that, it's open season for stakes. There's not any bonus as of this time, but big payday is a one-time deal for the launch phase. Okay, let's go over real quick. 1,120, our total first stake plus the, so we're compounding this. First stake plus the interest. We're going longer. Longer pays better, right? 224 extra HEX for going long. 365 days takes us to June 2021, and we're going to hit the stake function. Prompts a MetaMask transaction. Go over all this stuff every time. I'm telling myself that you can do whatever you want. It's your money, but well, it's crypto. Do what you want. But I like to look at it. Stake start 0 going out. 0.0016, 40 cents gas fee, not bad. I can afford it. We're going to rev this up for you guys. I can afford it. We're going octane. I say that, and I'll probably, the gas fees will probably be $1.20 to get out of it, or like $3.50. If Ethereum's at 1,000, it'll be like $3.50 to get out. I'm just saying, Ethereum, when ETH 2.0, bro? Don't forget about HEX.business. I also do videos with my other wallet that I have a test account for HEX.business. So check out the playlist. It'll be under HEX.business, HEX Mobile in the playlist over here on 369 Crypto. Those, yeah, HEX.business takes HEX and transforms it into a utility token that earns interest on top of, so you earn HEX every day. It's a lot of fun, but we're going to focus. Transaction number 80 went through. Sweet. Oh, you successfully staked 1,120 HEX for 365 days. I'm going to refresh this page, close out of the Fox, and see what we got. So where's our newest stake? Right here. Stace, no. Oh, I guess it'll be a pending stake until tonight. Yes, thank you, Andre. It'll be pending until tonight's adoption amplifier closes at 0 UTC. But if we can look at our MetaMask transaction history, we can see the stakes start here. If we'd like to review that, we can look at that on Etherscan, which will show 4 block confirmation. So it's been around the network, the Ethereum network 4 times. Down here gives all the details. Here's the code. If you can read code, that's awesome, but you kind of figure it out. So that is started in review. Started with gethex.io, came over here where we can claim our Bitcoin. 10% bonus if you click the link in the description. And we didn't transform any Ethereum for HEX, but we exited and minted our own tokens today for 2,166. Then we came over to the staking function and we ended one stake where we yielded 9.122 free HEX for just holding on to it. That's the beauty of HEX coin. We can see that our pending stake is now updated. Now, if I want to end this now, it is okay to end this while it's pending. I'll explain that for 1 second. Emergency end stakes. If I want to end this one, this is called an emergency end stake or an EES. That will incur many, many penalties for getting out early. Think about the bank. When you go in and you want to cash out a CD early, do you think you get any of the interest? They'll probably tag you on the principal. Same concept here. And all that principal that gets taxed, or we call it penalties, emergency end stake penalties, gets paid to the people that are still staking. So that's nice. It doesn't go to the bank. There is no bank. It gets paid back to the people that are already staking. That being said, if I want to end this stake before it pending closes out, so before the adoption amplifier closes, if I want to end this stake, I could do that without incurring any penalties because it hasn't started serving its time yet. But I'm not going to do that because it costs gas and I'm just going to restake it anyway. So in review, end stake before pending is gone. See this right here? New stakes start at the beginning of the next day. I can end this at any time, no penalty. Any of these that are already running will incur penalties depending on how long they've gone. Some are 19%, some are 7%. This one here, it's not done for a long time, and this will take a lot of penalties. So don't do that. That's about all I have here today. And then if you have any questions, please leave a comment in the description. We'll get back to you as soon as possible, or somebody will. We've got a lot of people that follow the channel that are into HEX. And if you do have time, subscribe to the channel and give us a quick like, only if you like it. Welcome to the land of HEX. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. Have a great day out there.